Hello, pretty people. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, my brilliant, beautiful sisters. This is your girl, Renee. I am the host of the Women in Position podcast, and we are coming back online on YouTube with this podcast. Well, today I wanted to just talk briefly about something with you all. I'm very excited. I hope all of you are doing well out there. And so today, I wanted to just come on live just for a few minutes. And I do have notes, so I'm going to be reading from my notes, okay? I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about some things that are on my heart for sure. And I want to share with you, especially for the women who have been watching, listening, growing, and quietly asking themselves, what's next for me? Um, I'm the founder of Women in Position, and it is, it's a business, but it is, I can say, is very ministry based. It is a faith centered platform for professional women who lead according to their faith. That's what this podcast is about. They're in leadership roles. They are growing or emerging leaders. They're managers. They're VPs. They're presidents. CEOs. They are deputy directors. They are you name it, they're there. But their faith plays an important element in their life, in their entire life, in every aspect of their life, and not just in their family or in their church or whatever, but actually in their careers as well. And so I highlight women, have interviews with conversations with women. To just share their faith journey in their career and in their family life. How are they finding balance, or how are they able to do it all, right? And how is their relationship with the Lord actually catapulting them into pursuing purpose and finding peace in that, finding the joy, finding the peace in all of those things. So but before I get into all of that, I want to share something very exciting. So I just wrapped up my keynote address for the Global Virtual Summit for 2026 for a women's leadership organization. And it just escapes me the name right now. I'm really still thrilled and excited and overjoyed. Had a lot of good feedback, had some really great questions. And I did watch some of the other sessions that were in place there. But I was invited to speak live in Paris. And while the event became virtual, the message still went across Paris and around the world. So I can officially say, even though through Sister Story sessions and our Sister Stories YouTube session, we were already global. But this is like, I've never done a keynote. And so this was really powerful for me because now I can literally say I'm an international keynote speaker. And so very, very grateful to God for that. So I'm just going to let me see. I think there's some applause on here, and I'm just going to play the applause. Yes, there is. So applause goes there. I'm very, very happy that and I definitely spoke on something that I believe in, and that's around women leading, who are building, who are leading, who are navigating life. And I spoke on my own framework. I spoke from something that I've created, a proprietary framework that I've created, that I actually execute when I'm coaching or when I'm even in our business as a family. But this is just has become a part of my life. And my framework is called Care, Connect, and Coach. Care, Connect, Coach. You can't care for others if you don't care for yourself. So you care for yourself, you care for others. You have to connect, and that's like building trust. And what does trust really stand for? In my book, it means competence and reliability. I can trust that you have the skill set to do it and you'll show up. I don't have to find you or look for you. You'll show up. And then coaching is about listening. It's about feedback. It's about understanding. It's about helping someone, pulling out the capacity that's in someone else and helping them expand and grow that capacity. And it's about succession, because you want to make sure that people that follow you or that you lead have something, and they understand the importance of paying it forward. So that's coaching in my book. So that's my framework. There's a lot more to it. I am working on my first leadership book. But gotta do the applause. So working on my first leadership book called Leadership at Every Level, and it's based on the Care Connect and Coach framework. So that's exciting. Well, there'll be more about that. So today I spoke about the power of presence in that. And so presence is more than showing up, it's alignment, it's awareness. It's not about presence as being a boss, it's presence about being present and being confident in who you are, being very self-aware as well. So many women today are doing everything. They're leading teams, they're running businesses, they're building careers, they're serving families and supporting everyone around them because that's just what women do. That's just what we women do. But many of them are doing it without a space to pause, to reflect, to reset, and be poured back into. And this is this is definitely my calling. Like I'm so grateful that I really understand my calling now to a true defined way, if that makes sense. It's just so clear. Let me just put with the clarity that I have now. I've been serving women, but the clarity that I have now is that my calling is to pour into women and to really in terms of that, like the care connecting coach is like helping them understand how to care for themselves and connecting with their families, with the people that they lead in their lives, and and then even coaching their children. You know, and when I say coach, it's not like you're you're a coach, a basketball coach or something, but it's the coaching is all about the connection and the care that you give, and then that means it's teaching. So the coaching is a teaching piece, right? And so, but to pour back into them is really important to me. And so I've created this community called the Collective, this Women in Position, the Collective, and it's the collective community. We just really wrapped up our first, our what I like to call our inaugural cohort, and the women are still experiencing transformation. I'm so grateful for them. I recently was in the hospital. I just got out of the hospital yesterday. Let's just say it. I got out of the hospital yesterday, went in on Tuesday with a heart condition thing, and it's a lot. I'll tell the story at another time, but I'm so grateful that I told the doctor yesterday. I said, "Listen, I have this keynote address I got to give, and I got to be out of here. Got to get out of here." But thanks to the good Lord for touching my body and giving me strength to do that today. And once I wrap this up, I am going to rest because I need to. But I have created this collective for people, for women to just like have a space that they can call their own. Like this is for me. Like we always create spaces for our kids, for our spouses, for our family when we're having big gatherings. Some of us, and not all of us, but for the most part, we're always trying to see how we can do something for someone else. And this is God's gift to you, if you will, another gift that and I think God gives us all gifts to share to the world. And your gift would bless my life, right? And so this is my gift that the Lord has given me to share to the world and to share with women. And I know it's not for everybody, but I am called to some. And to those I'm called to, I don't take it lightly. And so, in this Women in Position, the Collective, it's not a program. It's a community of women who are intentional about growth, clarity, and purpose. And I want to be very clear that it's not just for women who already have everything figured out, because I don't even know if we ever get to like figure it out. We may get, I believe that we can get to a level like, oh, I made it, right? But you better believe there's another level that you can go to. There's greater waiting for you. You can in our other firm, family firm, ABR firm, we always our tagline is reach for better. There's always, once you get to best, there's something greater than that. And so you can always reach for better. And so I believe that's what God has called us to mature and to grow and to grow and to grow and to grow. We go from faith to faith and from glory to glory. And so we should always be content, but there's also a hunger and a pursuit that is that should be a part of our lives as well. And we know when that happens. There's seasons when that happens. This is not every day. You're like, oh, now I got to go pursue this or I got to go pursue this. No, there are seasons when things happen. And some of you are in that at that point right now. There's a shift that needs to happen in your life. There's oh my God, and there's so much in the collective around identity, that your identity is just your divine identity, is just so important. It's connected to so much, and I go deep into that in our time together. Even though it's a 45-day, there's a 45-day intentional training that goes with that, and sessions. There are about 6 sessions, but when you're in. And so, and for this period of time, eventually there will be an annual enrollment. But for those who kind of come in at these points and times, they will be grandfathered in. So now is a great time to become a part of Women in Position, the collective. Now is a great time to be a part of the collective. So maybe you're successful in something, but something else feels unfinished, or like I said, there's a you may feel like you're at a turning point. You may feel like that something needs to happen differently in your life, or you just like there's several women in this that were in the inaugural cohort, who are still a part of the community. Somebody sent a text this morning. So I mean, like we communicate regularly, definitely 2 or 3 times a week. And it's so encouraging and so enlightening. And so, because we got to keep each other encouraged to do the work that God has called us to do in the earth, in our careers, in our families, all of those things. And so, so this is for the woman who feels like they're at a turning point. They're ready for transformation. They're ready for their next now. They're ready to do the next thing, and they know God is calling them to do that next level thing now. This is for you. Like you need a space to make that happen. Do we talk about strategies and all that? Absolutely. I'm going to teach you how to really learn the difference between strategy and instruction, because there's strategy and then there's instruction, and we need both. There's wisdom, right? And there's ideas, then there's wisdom. And so you need all of that. And so it's like, how do I know between the thing is knowing the difference between those, and when to apply it, which with the one that you need at the time. So if you're accomplished, but you're asking deeper questions about purpose, this can be for you. If you're carrying a lot right now and you just need a place to breathe, I just need to be around some positive women, because I'm not getting that. I need a supportive group. I need a place to think. I need a place to reflect. I need a place where I can share my ideas. I do one-on-one coachings in this group. We do group coaching sessions, but we do it all. We have prayer sessions, we have pop-ups, and because life keeps happening, and the way our world is right now, the war that's going on, just there's so much. And when you can find community, a wonderful space where faith is the center and the foundation, and believing in yourself. Listen, there's so much God wants for us, and that He's positioning us for. Like there's times when you need to be in position, and then some people tell you, okay, you need to pivot, and that's great too, because that is necessary at times. But the positioning matters before the pivot, right? And so anyway, I just want to kind of make that clear, that this space it for some it becomes renewal, for some it's a reset, for some it is clarity, for some it's momentum. Yeah, it's just not about information. No, this is about movement. In identity, I talk about 3 things that God He designed us to be creative. But one of the last things, I'll just go here, He designed us for movement. God designed us for movement, and I'll talk all about that. It's just so good what happens. It's an environment, in the collective. You'll see that it's an environment for growth in your faith, your leadership, your mindset, your personal capacity, your creative capacity. My brother Matt talks on that, but Brother Mark talks about identity, with Christ, in a way that most people don't embrace. A lot of us don't embrace the Christ within us, the God likeness within us. And he talks about that in a way that is um, that is so digestible and it's so enlightening and uplifting. So, all right. So I am going longer than I wanted to, but let me just say this to wrap it up. Um, um, that if the enrollment for the next collective is officially open, and it's March 22nd, and let me just put the link here. Let me grab that link and put it here. And I often say this is that I don't ever want to come across like I have everything together, because I don't. I like being normal. And hey there, hey Chandrea. I like to come across as normal. There's one thing to be polished and shine and all that good stuff, but um, now you should see it in the comments, the link for you to actually go and look at the collective, the enrollment there. So I say that to say that I don't believe we have to be perfect. I just don't. I don't want to walk around perfect. I am always in the space of I'm just going to get better as I do it. I'm not going to let perfection slow me down, or the desire for everything to be perfect before I step up and say what I need to say, or before I move to, because I did that for a long time. I stopped doing what I knew I should have been doing for probably a good 3 years. And I often look back and say, what did that cost me? What did I lose those 3 years? That if I had just stepped up and did what I needed to do, say what I needed to say, helped who I needed to help. Let me tell you, if Oprah had never made a decision to start her own network, so many people would have missed opportunities. If Sam Walmart, I think that's his name, if he had never started his store, what you've been doing? Yes, Sean, I know. Girl, we'll do that perfection dance too long. We stay on that dance for too long. But what if they didn't create what they created? What if Fred Smith hadn't created FedEx? How many people would have missed out on great careers, great tuition benefits to go to school? I mean, think about it. What is it that God may have you have an idea in your heart, in your mind, your thought? What if your idea is the next big thing that helps somebody? What if it's just the thing that helps 5 people, and that 5 turns into 15,000 because of the exponential impact that it will have, the indirect impact that it has on someone else's life? Then it trickles down, right? And so I always look at it like that. My goal is, Liz said, my goal is to reach 30,000 women over the next 5 years. Now, I believe God can do that sooner, but that's what I'm asking for. And because I know He exceeds my request, and that He does it in abundance, He exceeds my request, that I'll probably touch 10 times that in 5 years. But that's the goal. I have a goal out there. And so, at any rate, I am so excited about the collective. So even if you're not, if you know a woman who needs a safe space, and again, this is virtual that we do this. So I definitely shared it with women across the globe this morning when I had that opportunity to speak with them. And of course, it was afternoon over in Paris, but and it was just different time zones because it was global, because it is global rather. But offering that opportunity to them as well. So I pray that you take the time to just go look at it and share it with someone that could possibly use a little love, a little help, a safe community. At the end of the day, it's a safe community. And I tell you, these sessions, the pop-up sessions, we were supposed to have 6 sessions within our inaugural group, and we had probably about 12. And I don't even, that's not even including like the pop-up and just the work and the work that we did together, the things that one of the things that this in our pro group we had said within the next 3 years we were going to purchase a home, we're going to take some of our resources that we've been blessed with through our businesses, or in through our careers, whichever. Because everybody doesn't have to be an entrepreneur and own a business. It's good to have something though that you can do, that you own, that you control, that you determine the income and impact that you make. Um, but then we're going to invest in buying a single parent, single mom a home for her and her kids. And that's a goal that we put out there in the atmosphere, that we put before, that's in our prayer chest, that we believe that we are going to do as a collective. And as more women come into the collective, I know that's possible. This is not just a give me, give me. We are generous in this group. We are generous with our time. We are generous with our resources. We are generous with our connections. And I just believe that's the way we should be. I talked this morning about, let's just make, that we all who are we're speakers, definitely have the same desire and intention to make the world better. And let's get together. And I believe in this collective. That's one of the things that we are called to do, is to make not just our circle of influence better, but the world better. And we can do that exponentially. We don't have to touch everybody, but indirectly, when we touch one person, we're touching their family and we're touching generations. And so I love you. Thank you for joining me, whether you're watching this in the replay or you're watching it live. Thank you so much for joining Women in Position, the podcast. I will be back this month. It's Women's History Month. So I have like 3 interviews going on this month. So please tune in and click the notification bell so you'll know when we have uploaded a new video for you. It's all about the inspiration. Thank you, Chandrea, my dear sweet friend. I love you so much. She is an amazing AI instructor. She's an amazing author, but she is a guru now. And I got to get you in the collective to teach us, come as a guest and teach us some things. All right. Love you much. God bless. And until next time, I will see you. Stay blessed by the best.